My name's Williamson and I work for Morrison's in Morganton. I've been a rep now for nearly 4 years, coming up in 4 years. I started off as a shop steward and then I became a health and safety rep, and just recently I've just became an install learning rep. I've just had so much fun, I've learned so much knowledge over the past 4 years and still learning today. And the people I've met, the friends I've made, and they're long life friends, which has been really good, and it's been a confidence builder as well. I used to be a very, very shy person, shy.
I can't believe that for a minute. So,
I was very, very shy, and over the years I've noticed a confidence in myself that I've never ever had before.
Right.
So, and I've got a lot to thank the union for that.
Yeah. So you look back on the last 4 years positively?
Yes, definitely positive. As I say, I was this quiet girl, never went out, never really had a social life, you know, stuff like that. I was quite a young mum as well, so at the time. So I never really sort of socialised. It was just sort of went to work, came straight back home again, and that was that. And now I've got, as I say, good friends, and I can go out with them and stuff like that, which I never used to be able to do before because I was so quiet. I never really interacted with anybody before. And that was just like that. It was like a lack of confidence thing. Yeah. And I've got a great life now, you know. I've done the shop stewards, the first course, you know, the basic one. It introduced you yourself as a rep, which taught us about like grievances and disciplinaries, and what your role was as a union rep, you know, recruitment, campaigning, you know, and sort of stuff like that. I learned on my very first course, and the union were fantastic at that time because I became a rep in the April, and I done my first course just at the end of May. So they were very quick, very quick in getting my training done straight away. I'm doing Women in Organising, which is absolutely fascinating. The things you learn about a women's rights, because personally I find as a female union rep and a female trade unionist, a lot of issues that I find it's because I am a woman, and sometimes from a male management point of view, they sort of don't listen to me. And I found that out at first, obviously as time has went on, but I find it quite positive that way, you know, and being able to deal with women's issues and missed off from like pregnancy, maternity, equalities around being a woman as well has been absolutely fascinating. It's been really good. Absolutely fantastic, and we do have, which I was quite surprised when I first went into my class, that there's actually men in our class, and the reasons that they wanted to do it was to learn about women's rights, which I thought my class when I first went in it would just have been all women, and it's been absolutely brilliant. The men have been absolutely fantastic. You know what I mean? They came there to learn, to go back and feed to their store the women's rights, so because they didn't kind of understand there were so many different rights that there are for women that they don't have for men. And the men have been absolutely fantastic. They've interacted with us all, they've kept a group together, they've not sort of men just there and women there, you know, we're all in our groups together, and men the guys in our class are with us as well. Personally, for myself, with summer school 1, it was, you had everything to learn, everything from ADM to like campaigning, so many different parts of it. But I find with summer school 2, you're solely focused on one subject, and I'm actually finding this one a wee bit slightly easier because you're only focusing on the one subject. But with summer school 1, there were so many, there was mapping, loads of different things, and it was quite difficult, but our tutors were absolutely amazing then, as they are today. And helping us get through every stage of it. Definitely. For my own personal development, 100%, but there is a lot more rights that I can go back. I mean, a few things we'd learned about the maternity rights, I didn't even know So, and now there's like a 3-year gap that even though a lady's been on maternity, she's got up to 3 years now to still claim back her stuff. So I can go back and feed them back to my members, my female members that have had children or recently had children, which is quite good, but I never knew that before. So definitely it's going to help me. I would definitely encourage anybody to come to summer school. Definitely the level of stuff you get to learn, I think it's quite different from just like going doing like the basic courses where you've got like a 3-day and then you go back like a couple of months down the line to do the other 2 part, whereas you're here for the full week and you're actually in the same building and everybody in the building is all, even though we're doing different subjects, you can ask anybody out there, I'm stuck, could you possibly help me with this? And no matter what group you're in, they will come and help you. So, and I would definitely, as I say, the friendship that you make, the socialising you get to make, you get to meet different people from all different areas. I mean, we've got people here from Ireland, there's people here from Scotland, and also people here from England as well. So, and we can all learn, you know, from each other, and I think that's the most positive part of it, is learning from each other and learning different people's cultures and beliefs as well, which I think is a really good thing to do. So I would ask anybody to put their name down definitely for something. It does, because you learn, like, even though I'm from Morrison's, I've learned about Tesco's issues that's going on at the moment. I've learned about Co-op's issues, which is going on at the moment. People from DHL, you know what I mean, who's not a retail company. So I've learned knowledge from that as well, and that's a good thing you can take away, because if I ever wanted to do stand down, I could go into a store and have some knowledge, you know what I mean, and it's not just based on Morrison's, it'll be based on, like, I can go into a Tesco's, I can go into a Co-op, and that's what I enjoy about that as well, because you learn about these policies and procedures and issues that they're going through as well. Yeah, I think at the moment it's between last night and today, and it's something that I was absolutely hopeless at, and it was pensions. Never had an idea about it. I would look at it and I'm thinking, I have not got any idea about it. It could be in French, you know, because I do not understand it. And we've actually got Debbie in with us today from pensions, and she's explained it to us, and I actually do now, could honestly say I have a slight knowledge on pensions, which has been absolutely brilliant for me, because it's something that I've never, and obviously with the pregnancy side of things as well, I found out about that you can still get your pension paid even though you're on maternity. I never knew that, so that's like 2 things brought together that I've learned, and that's been a good positive thing for me. And now I'm actually going to go home and I'm going to do the home study course on it now, on pensions, because it's not as scary as what I first thought it was. It's absolutely beautiful. The scenery is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I will admit, the first time I came here, I fell in love with the place. Absolutely fell in love with it. You wake up in the morning and you look at the views, automatically puts a smile on your face. You're not waking up at home, you can hear the rush hour traffic going by, and you know, and stuff like that. Everything's so peaceful. It's such a relaxing environment, and you need that bit of relaxing environment, and it helps you study, it helps you work. I personally feel, because there's no any distractions round about you, because it's such a calming place. Just to look out, you can see the wildlife and the trees and the flowers. Absolutely lovely place. Absolutely lovely. And as I say, I've just recently became an Ulster Learning Rep, so education for me is, I'm very passionate about it. It's actually one of my aim goals within the union that I want to do. And as I say, in my workplace at the moment, we're just learning sign language at the moment, and I walked away from that knowing that I actually created something for somebody, you know what I mean, an education, something they can put in beside their CV, and I've done that for them. And as I say, the education here, you know what I mean, it's totally different. It's just so relaxing. You're not under loads of pressure, you know what I mean, everything's broken down for us in steps. So it's not like school, you know, it's not like being at school where you get the ruler and stuff like that and teachers shouted at you and stuff like that. It's nothing like that here, nothing.